Geldof Newhart dunked the frozen French fries into the deep fryer behind the counter of Little Rasputin's fast food restaurant. The pop and sizzle made his hair stand on end. Across from him, employees flipped burgers of questionable animal content and dropped them onto sweetened buns. The air was dense with oil, which seeped into the pores of every employee, turning them to a factory of acne and sadness. When no one was looking, Geldof pulled out a ladle he had hidden in the grease trap. He wiped the black sludge from the ladle, then dipped it into the fryer. He started to snicker. An employee manning the grill noticed the quiet chattering and turned to see what was happening. Geldof saw his opportunity and flicked the ladle full of molten oil into the poor man's face. He fell to his knees as his cheeks melted away in bubbling patches. However, this just made things worse, as the floor was now coated in oil, which burned through his pants and seared his legs. Some other employees hurried over, helping the disfigured cook to his feet. When they approached Geldof, he smiled and lifted up his medical information card. The restaurant manager leaned in and read the card. Geldof Newhart. Known afflictions? Arthritic bubulosis. The patient uncontrollably throws hot oil at people at every possible occasion. No known cure, but just as the manager was finishing the card, Geldof splashed him with hot oil. He recoiled in agony, but as other employees moved in to stop Geldof, the manager held out a scorched arm.
"We can't,"
said the manager.
"If we throw him out because of this, we'll get sued."
They backed away from Geldof, while he smiled a big, stupid, horse-faced smile. Weeks passed, with oil incidents growing ever more frequent. It didn't take long for the remaining scarred and mutilated employees to get fed up. One night, after Geldof had been politely asked to go home for setting a customer's fur coat on fire and charring her neck into a blackened cinder, the employees conspired to get rid of him. The next day, when Geldof went to ladle up some oil, he pulled a tripwire and dropped a cauldron of boiling oil onto himself. He screamed in agony, flailing around, launching shreds of flesh and drops of oil onto customers and employees. Then the fryer exploded, killing all but one teenage survivor on till. Aghast at the carnage, he slowly slid his way out of the kitchen. But before he could escape, Geldof rose from the sticky ashes as a giant, hideous monster, crushing the boy and melting him to the bone. Geldof then left to pursue his dream of being the superhero known as the Great Stain.